Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh,
Oops. Alright, thank you. Yeah, this is a cautionary tale. I suffer from various things. I think I've got a wheat allergy, but I don't want to find out before Christmas because I want to eat loads of nice stuff at Christmas, but nevertheless. I've got rosacea as well. I've got various dietary problems and things like that. Now, I also eat a lot of chili. Now, chili and hot foods speeds up your metabolism. It doesn't just speed up your bowels, it's actually all of your internal organs. The whole process speeds up from endorphins and various things like that. So I've got quite a fast metabolism. Now, I was on a stag do because my friend got married to this lovely young lady. And yeah, like most stag do's, very indulgent. It was up in Northumberland, and we kind of had a bike ride to various pubs. And I didn't have my normal diet of spicy food and salad and brown rice and stuff. I was eating rubbish. I was eating, really overindulging. Now, when I eat too much, often if I eat and drink far too much, my whole system just kind of blocks up and clogs. And I hadn't been to the toilet in 3 days. Basically, I was full of shit. So yeah, there's various concerning things, like like logically you are going to go to the toilet eventually, you know that, but it just feels like you might never go again. There's paranoia, it just is worrying, and you just feel like you really want to. Now, on the third day of not going to the toilet, I went to see my favourite comedian, Daniel Kitson. As you can see, he's also quite a big fan of me. So that was in Leeds, that was here in Leeds, and I went home on the train and I suddenly felt movement. Obviously I was on a train, so there was movement, but I felt like a bowel movement. Now, if you've been to York on the train, you'll know that there's a Tesco near, and when I see that Tesco, I know I'm nearly back, and I thought, well, that means I can't go on the train, so I'm going to have to go in the station when I get back now. But I got to the station and the toilet was locked, it was too late. So I'm getting really worried by this point. Now, on the way home, there's a pub, and I thought, right, I'll walk home, brisk walk, I'll tell you that, and I can go to the pub again Sunday night. It was before, it was after the pub closed, so the pub was closed. Now, I needed to get home, and that's about 15 minutes walk from this pub here, the Maltings pub in York, and so I went a route by the river. Now, I was getting these waves of pain, like this stabbing pain around my arse, just like, and it would subside. It'd be really intense and stabbing, and I'd have to stop. And when I stopped, right, I just got this blank sensation. It didn't feel like anything. Yes, I did forget to put a picture on that slide. It was meant to be a map of my route home, but I accidentally put it later on in the presentation, so this presentation will now have a Tarantino-esque non-linear plot. So I started running back home, and that was a schoolboy error, because running exacerbated the problem. And I thought, right, the pain, I got another wave of pain. I thought, I'm going to have to release some pressure here. It was just mounting, and I knew there was some disaster was imminent, so I had to release some pressure. And I got outside Argos, and I realised I was going to have to do a poo. And I did not drop my trousers and poo in the street. If I'm shitting myself, I am shitting my pants. I am not an animal. Now, that's the route I usually go home. As you can see, the red route, I don't go by the river when it's dark because it's quite secluded and quite dark. So on this particular night, I did go by the river. I took the purple route there, and that's where Argos is. Now, my aim was to just release a bit of pressure and then get home and clean up, But once I released some pressure, the floodgates opened. I did 3 full days of shit into my pants. In fairness, I probably did about 2 days of shit, and the rest I just thought, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Now, my ass went like Beyonce, all went big. It was all like, I had ghetto boots, it's ridiculous. So I had the march of shame home, and I walked home, and not to be too graphic, when I got home, I had to throw away my socks and my shoes. The trousers were alright, so lucky they're brown, really. Of course, Argos is the worst place to shit yourself outside of, because of course the pages of the catalogue are laminated. So, that's really